Hey, it's Joe Crump. Here's another training video in the $8 startup system to kind of show you how you can do this, how you can use these systems to do it yourself or to use my systems and make your job a lot easier. Either way, you can do it. I know some of you have more time than money on your hands, so I want you to know how this automation works, how it integrates with each other. There are three main pieces to the $8 startup program. There's the cash flow newsletter, which teaches you, mainly focused on deals, how to put them together, how to talk to sellers, how to negotiate the different pieces of the deals. I do something new with that every month, plus an audio that comes out with that. The second part of it is the Automarketer. That's the program that does the mail blasts out and sends out mail to people who are selling their homes and asks them if they would consider selling their home rent to buy rather than just renting it, and then processes those people by taking the replies and then putting them to an autoresponder and continuing to follow up with them until they die. And the third part of the system is the clone site system and the autoresponder. The clone sites are a series of websites that educate people, that connect you with them, that give you credibility, and then sell them on the idea of working with you, and gives them a place for them to fill out a form and to say, yes, I want to work with you, yes, I want to be on your list, to maybe get your list of homes for sale, rent to buy, or or maybe get your list of investment properties, or yes, I want to work with you as a seller and I want to fill out this form, or yes, I want to work with you as a seller and I'm going to fill out the lease option agreement memo online. The clone sites does all that stuff. What this video is going to be about is the tutorial section of this training program. Now, this isn't the cash flow tutorials. This is the tutorials for the Automarketer and for the clone sites. Let me show you what I'm talking about. When you open your clone sites, the admin page, it comes to this page. You can go to tutorials, and there's a bunch of videos here that walk you through in detail how to fill out the listing sites. It's a lot more than what I'm putting in these short little 2, 3, 5-minute videos that I'm creating. Some of these are much longer and certainly in lots of detail to show you where to click, what to put in, why to do it, when to do it, all those things. And you can access the clone site tutorials right from there. There's also the push button Automarketer videos, the tutorial videos. The first one is just a 5-minute video showing you what you need to do to start your email blast, to actually get it going. And this is the one that I have everybody look at first, because this is what teaches them what they need to do to start sending out emails today. So the day they get their system set up, they can start sending out emails and start getting responses from sellers, typically the very first day, sometimes the first hour, sometimes in the first few minutes that it's gone out. Sometimes it takes longer than that, but it's not unusual to start getting responses immediately in this process using this. And these tutorials walk you through all the different pieces. And I also did a conference call with the folks who had purchased the Automarketer in the past, and you can listen to it. Lots of great question and answers. It's 2.5 hours worth of audio here. And the other thing that I give to the people that have gotten into the $8 startup program is the for rent method contracts. So you have access to the lease option agreement memo, the resident documents, the addendum to the resident documents, and the phone script that you use to talk to these folks when you get a seller that's interested in what you're doing. I also give you access to the training conference calls that I've done. I'm doing a long, extensive conference call teaching this system, the for rent method system, and you can listen to that. And then also how to set up your clone sites and your Automarketer if you still need that, if you haven't got yours set up yet. So all this training is really useful. You're not going to be able to get through it all today, and you don't have to get through it all today. One of the things that people feel whenever they get into my mentor program or my push button program and now this program is they just feel overwhelmed because there's just a mass of information. There's just so much stuff. But the beauty of the way I teach this stuff, you don't need to know it all to start making money. All you need to know is just a small, tiny piece of it, and stuff that you can learn in just a few hours. I have my 2-day buying events that I hold for my mentor students, and at those buying events, I actually teach the system, and I have my mentors start making calls right there from the conference room, putting together deals. And when they do that and accomplish that, they start to realize, wow, this really works. You know, we can really do this just by making a few phone calls. You know, without using the Automarketer, without using any of this stuff. You can do it manually, and you can start making money, you know, right away with this process. So that's the training for these deals. Hope that helps.